of the paintings in eidolons have this sense of glow from the outside of the painting looking into it. It's almost like you, the viewer, are the glow that you're projecting onto the painting. And I was thinking about this on a sort of double-edged sword, where on the one hand, we as humans are the thing that's warming up the planet, that's impacting the landscape. The landscape is cool until we show up. And so it's kind of a dark message, but then on the other hand, like, we are the glow because, you know, we are good, you are good, and we have to, you know, we have a role and responsibility to, I don't know. Yeah. I was gonna cry. I'm Madeleine Bialke. I was born in New York, but I live in London. Eidolons started after a trip I took to the Sequoia National Park in California, and it was just 2 days of walking in the forest. But what was interesting about it was that I went to the Sequoia National Park and then I came back to LA, and that was the day the Palisades fire started. And I had these crazy images of this ultimately calm, tranquil, peaceful roof of the world with the sequoia trees and the images of the fires that, you know, devastated a huge amount of houses in LA, both in the Pasadena and the Altadena fires. So memory is a funny thing because I was only in the Sequoia National Park for 2 days, but I had such a profound experience wandering among the trees and then seeing the vast Sierra Nevadas stretching out beyond us, and it stayed with me in a very specific way and sort of changed, and this show is sort of recapturing the memory of that very brief experience. I think the experience is a germ of the idea that changes over time, and life filters in too, and so there's also a memory of my time as a young person in the woods. The show ends up being a sort of summation of experiences, both of one brief encounter and of my whole life. One of my favorite Norwegian painters, Peter Bialke, went to the North Cape of Norway one summer. He painted about it for the rest of his life. And he used it as a point of departure to paint over and over again to try and get to that essence of something. These paintings are developed over many, many layers of oil paint because I start with a composition that never really changes, but the colors change and it takes a long time to develop a mood. And the painting kind of tells me what the mood will be. So in the end, there's often little blips in the paint that are remnants of previous layers and previous moods. And I was thinking about that with the title Eidolons as these kind of ghosts where you can see the embedded layers or you can see a sort of history of the painting before, you know, like you might go into nature and see the history of what it used to look like.